So now that we've worked our length rows and we've worked the length of the hat, we've got 21 rows all together. We've got 5 increase rows, we've got the 1 single crochet row at the top, and then we've got 15 rows that we worked the length for. So now when we measure the hat, it's just about 6 inches long. So now we're going to switch from the 4mm to the 3.5 to make the brim, so it won't have any like holes in it. It'll be nice and tight. It'll keep your ears nice and warm. So we're going to be doing rows of 10 back loop half double crochets. So we're going to start with a chain of 12 and then go back the 2 chains and do a half double crochet in. So we're going to do that right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remember there's 10. Then we've got 11 and 12. So now you're going to yarn over and go into that 10th one. So yarn over and then go through. So you have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through, and you have a half double crochet. And just repeat that all the way down the chain. So 1, 2, yarn over into the chain stitch, pull up a loop. So you have 3 loops, then yarn over, pull all the way through all 3 loops. It's your 3rd. Yarn over into the stitch, pull up a loop, so you have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 3, and again yarn over into the stitch, pull up a loop, so you have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 3, and we're going to repeat that all the way down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we've got 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we've got 10 half double crochets. So now we're going to go underneath this bottom part. Well, yeah, the bottom part of, well, it would be the top part if you're working it still, but we're going to go through right here and under and do a slip stitch and lock that in there, and then we're going to do that again to the next one underneath, go through, slip stitch, and now we're going to turn our work over and start with the back loop half double crochets. So into the back loop, well, first yarn over into the back loop of that half double, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through 3, then do that again, yarn over, go just into the back loop, pull up a loop, so you have 3, yarn over, pull through all 3, do that 10 times, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on this 10th one, you're going to go through both. You're not just going to go through the back loop. It makes it look neater when you go through both. So not the back loop on this one, you're just going to do a regular half double. So into the stitch, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through, and we're done with that row. So now we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and just continue, do a half double right into that first stitch. There, yarn over, into the back loop, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, in through the back loop, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, into the back loop, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through 3, and just continue on all the way down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and on this 10th one, I go, there's this stitch that's right here. I go over that, and underneath you'll see this stitch right here. See how I did that? You bypass this right here and don't go through that. You go over it and under that stitch in the back. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, and we're done with that row. So now we're gonna again do this 2 slip stitches. So underneath, do a slip stitch, and again to the one right next to it. Underneath, slip stitch. Now turn our work and just do 10 half double crochets again, and back loop half double crochets again. So into the back loop, first yarn over, into the back loop, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, into the back loop, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through all 3, and again yarn over, in through the back loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3, and just repeat all the way down. Until you get to that very last one at the end. You don't do the back loop, you go through both on the stitch right here. See that stitch with the V? You go through the whole stitch, not just the back loop. Pull up loop, yarn over, pull through 3, and you're done with that. And chain 1, turn your work, just do the same thing over and over again. Yarn over, in through the back loop, pull up a loop, so there's 3, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, we don't go in through there, we skip over that and pick up underneath that stitch, kind of like still like doing a back loop. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And when you're doing these slip stitches, you don't want to do them too tight, otherwise the hat won't really be able to stretch. So just make sure you have a little bit of give when you do this. So we're going to slip stitch again underneath that double crochet from the previous row, pull through, slip stitch, but remember to leave yourself some give, and then do it into the second one right here, and slip stitch. And now we're going to turn our work again. So yarn over and 10 back loop half double crochets again. 1, well actually 9, and then the last one's just a regular half double. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then on the 10th, remember where you see that V on that stitch, you go through the whole thing, you don't just go through the back loop. So just a regular half double here to end the row. And see how it's nice and even across the top? That's why I'm doing it that way. And I'm also doing it with the chain 1 and just starting right in that first stitch. It creates a cleaner line. So remember, we're gonna chain 1 and turn our work, yarn over and back to the half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. See if I can get this up close for you. Let me move my remember, bypass that front stitch right there and do it just like a back loop. You pick up the stitch behind it like that. And that's the last half double there. Now we're going to do our slip stitches again. So underneath this double crochet, we're going to slip stitch. Remember to give yourself some give so the hat can stretch around your head. And second one into the next, around the next